Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my fellow indigenous peoples of Nigeria. We want to reaffirm to you that there is nothing like Southern Nigeria, Northern Nigeria, Western Nigeria, Eastern Nigeria, or Central Nigeria. What we have in their place is nationalities that are living within the enclave, which we call Nigeria. Nigeria has no constitution, so the nationalities should regroup and think of how we are going to renegotiate. I must quickly say this to everybody that our group, Southern Nigeria, Middle Belt and Northern Minorities Forum, including the indigenous peoples of Hausa Kingdom, we believe in the unity of Nigeria if it is properly negotiated. We do not believe in disintegration because we all have a common problem which we have to address. There is no gain flogging the dead horse. We know where the problem is. The Fulanis want the entire country. They want our lands. They are the infidel. They are the visitors. But they want to forcibly take the land and probably Islamize the country to their type of taste. That is the problem everybody has. So that does not call for disintegration. Rather, it calls for unity of purpose. Have this at the back of your mind. When you are beginning to give them, make them to have that belief that there is Northern Nigeria, including Benue, including Plateau, including Nasarawa, including Kwara and everywhere. You are just giving them a kind of meat they don't have. So please take note of this. We have nationalities. The Middle Belt is a whole zone of itself. 7 states. Want to force them to join the Fulanis? Gone are those days when they said they can be used as willing tools. And the South must not be allowed to rule over itself or control its destiny. That era is over. We have to renegotiate. If I have the same problem with you and you have the same problem with another person and that has the same problem, it means we having that common problem ought to come together. Come together and solve the problem. It doesn't mean fight. You don't have to fight. At times, we are surprised when we hear people saying they will not allow me to. Who are the they? Who are the they? You made the day. They will not zone this thing to us. They will not do this. They will not appoint me. In your own country, where you are the indigenous people, we must mind our language. That is that. What is really in place this evening is what General Muhammadu Buhari tweeted, which we read with mixed feelings. And it goes this way. Many of those misbehaving today are too young to be aware of the destruction and loss of lives that occurred during the Nigerian Civil War, he tweeted. Furthermore, he said, those of us in the field for 30 months, who went through the war, we treat them in the language they understand. That is another threat. You don't take it as an empty boast or threat. The threat, he threatened the country before he forcibly took over the mantle of leadership, especially in 2019. Nobody can convince us that he won that election. We wanted peace to reign, and the peace is not reigning. He has seen it as an opportunity to level everybody down. And he has since commenced the threat he threatened that baboons and dogs will be soaking their blood. That he will make the place ungovernable, even though he's the one governing now. He has subjugated everybody. He has enslaved everybody, that even the little right of speech you had has been taken away from everybody. The Minister of Disinformation, we interpret it. He plays the role of the National Assembly. I don't want to say, because I will be insulting everybody in that district. They don't know their right. Anybody can make law. The Police Inspector General can make law. The Chief of Army Staff can make law. The Chief of Air Staff can make law. There is no constitution. As long as what they are saying pleases the grown norm, the emperor. If it pleases him, then it's good law. Listen to what one of his surrogates said. According to Senator Adamu Bukachua, he said, the government will fight them. Them means the Igbos. We fight them and give them what they want. He went further. Over here, there's a somewhere one of them said, who will give Igbo the presidency? Give. Who will give them? Because the Fulanis are the people who give appointments and positions to everybody. I don't even believe in zoning. That is Bukachua. I believe the right candidate should be fielded by all the parties, and then let Nigerians choose from the best among them. Yes, I agree with him. We believe that, provided we are not stupid. If the Fulanis, they came, they conquered the indigenous Hausa people, even though they are very few, they mounted their kings and kids on palaces as emir. They have the right of everything. They are to dictate things to the multitude indigenous people of Hausa Kingdom. They accepted it. Now they went beyond. Now I will say, if Middle Belt is not totally conquered, it is almost 85% conquered, except they fight back. You have a lot of them in IDP. eternally displaced people, their lands taken over, their wives seized, their husband killed, children murdered, pregnant women, banditry, armed robbers, others left, they are kidnapped. That is the country. If you don't demand your right, no tyrant has ever voluntarily surrendered powers to the people. In a country where you have multitude of nationalities, an individual will be taking the entire country. An individual with a few people, cabal, will be taking the country for a ride. Okay, let me quickly not remaining on one spot. We have this to see. Recently, to tell you that whatever Muhammadu Buhari says, he's going to carry it out. Now, he has finished with Middle Belt. If you like, controvert my claim. He has finished with Middle Belt. So the surge is towards the south. They have killed a first-class king in Oba in the southwest. They kidnapped one time secretary to the federal government. They almost macheted him to death. That is from southwest. A prominent member of Afenifere, the daughter was kidnapped and killed. Nothing has happened. They have tested waters. So let us first of all conquer Biafra before we now face this thing. Our people rise. The indigenous peoples of Nigeria rise. If you don't rise, according to our laudable and well-respected General T.Y. Danjuma, you will die one by one. They have almost finished with Benue. Governor Otton is resisting. No other governor is raising his voice. Nobody is supporting him. It will get to everybody's turn. It's no prediction. We don't need a prophet to tell us this. The Igbos are now facing them. General Buhari went out of the country to hire assassins from other countries to come and kill us. And you know, he has even told you. He has told you that the killers are not from Nigeria. A head of state telling you that, and you are folding your hand. It is a shame. He has since redeployed military commanders to the southeast. Imo State, 34 Brigade, Brigadier Ibrahim Tukura. That is, if I say Hausa, it doesn't mean the indigenous Hausa. Get it clear, but that is how we do it. That is Hausa Muslim. Abia State, 14 Brigade, Brigadier GM Ibrahim Hausa Muslim. Akwa Ibom, 2nd Brigade, Brigadier Farouk Meji Yawa, Hausa Muslim. Anambra, 302 Artillery Regiment, Colonel Abdul Salam Abubakar Sambo. This is a Fulani. you are quiet. And some governors have the temerity to be assisting them to kill their people. Shit. Listen, presidency says Southern governors' ban on open grazing is of questionable legality. Questionable legality. That is, whatever you are doing, it is questionable. We were there when the former governor, Ayodele Fayose, was humiliated. With his immunity, was arrested. Nobody raised a figure. Now, Igboho is under threat. Sowore Omoyele has been shot. No comment, nothing. The military, they have refused to equip all the monies stolen. It's the same military they want to use to conquer the Biafra land now. And that is where, okay, for instance, we talk of this man, Gulak. What is his first name? Adam Gulak. Adam Gulak was assassinated. But for some people with a clean mind in the north, trying to quell the rebellion or the uprising down, they would have started to kill every Southerner. The battle is now in the south between the indigenous people and the invaders. When you say anything, they tell you, oh, the north is even worse. Let us really look at it. Let us look at this state. Katsina is even worse than Zamfara. Katsina is worse than Zamfara state. And Katsina is notoriously known for banditry. Zamfara, the same thing. Bandit, terrorists, kidnappers, name them. Buhari has not declared state of emergency in this state. His own friend, the powerhouse and the advisor, El-Rufai, Kaduna State, is in turmoil. No emergency and no soldiers sent there. Obioma, Professor Obioma, has been assassinated. No mention of anything. Even the chief of army staff died in the service. Buhari was too busy, and he doesn't want to cause a traffic problem. So for that, he did not go. And it took him such a long time before reacting. That is the country. Yobe, Bono, Northeast are a no-go area. There's no declaration of emergency there. The Igbos are the sacrificial lamb. Say anything? Yes. Why won't they say? Why won't Buhari say so? They slaughtered more than 3 million people, pregnant women, and this thing. We remember, I'm not a Northerner, I'm not an Hausa man, I'm not a Yoruba, I'm not an Igbo man. Some of us. Why won't he say so? But he may be surprised that it's not going to be as easy. It's easier said than done. Remember, the Middle Belt, the Yorubas, the South, they fought that war. They fought that war. Let us see. We don't pray for any war. Let us see how you are going to defeat the Igbos. AIG, the chief security officer, a man that has served even to the level of commissioner of police, assassinated. No red flag is raised. What does that portend to you? What does that tell you? So, buyer beware. We are highlighting the various areas to give you food for thought so that you know the area you are into. If you are waiting for the National Assembly, forget about it. They are too comfortable. They fix their salaries. And nobody wants to lose the seat. Already, even though they are killing our people, the majority of them are already campaigning. They want to swim in their brother, sisters, aunties, mothers, and parents' blood to grab the flag to go to the National Assembly. I don't know what they are doing there. With due respect, I don't mean everybody. Remember, our man is there, Senator Nyenanya Baribe. Honorable Ikenga is there, and some of them that are like that, who are spoken, we know them. Urokide from Edo State is there. We know them, even if they are quiet. People go there. I'm a senator. I'm right, honorable, this and that. Please, what we are trying to tell you is that buyers beware. Every nationality should get prepared to come together and solve this problem once and for all. The Fulanis cannot drive people away from their home. To talk of disintegration, no, I don't agree. 100%, I like the fighter Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing by telling his people to resist, but not the secession. We have a common problem. Let those who have the problem come together and face it squarely. And let us see whether if it is by number like Bukachua is saying, let us see how they will win the election. And let us see where they will rig it this time. That is what we have for our fellow brothers. At the end of the day, we are talking about one thing, which most people have refused to do. Come together, unite. Unity of purpose is the answer. And when we say unity of the purpose, of a purpose, it doesn't mean when they are killing somebody, you turn your face away. Ask for him. If you are not with them, you are against them. Thank you. May God bless you and give you the courage to come together and fight back democratically, or otherwise, if they are killing you, you equally fight back. Is it not a shame that they paraded people who were able to manufacture guns? That is Nigeria. That is what we have in Nigeria. People who are manufacturing guns have been arrested and paraded as thieves, bandits, armed robbers. But the herdsmen that carry the gun, Miyati, bandits, and kidnappers, they are rewarded in this dispensation. May God bless you. Thank you.